What is up, everybody? Harrick and BX here, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Mold, episode 173, I believe. So, back after a few weeks off, a few weeks hiatus, and hey, I think that might just be the format of the show moving forward. Who knows? We might, do a show, a couple of weeks off, do a show, maybe a couple of weeks off. We'll see. But I'm very happy to be back here with the rest of the crew. So let's go around and say what's up. First up, Brian Brink. What up, man?
What up, man?
How are you?
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. I want to call attention to my,
Bud Light.
beverage of choice, my Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, yeah, Miller
Yeah,
Lite, sorry.
that's sacrilege, sir. But I want to show that I am drinking the twisty off cap things, because it's football season, and you know what that means when the 30 packs around my area are plastic with fucking Eagles logo bullshit, which I refuse to buy. So I have to buy these because it's just the normal Miller Lite packaging. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel.
Go
And
Birds.
that's that.
So you go out of your way to avoid any kind of the football themed like packaging and stuff like that.
No, it's just because
Hey, it could be any other team.
Sorry,
Yes,
sorry.
that's because.
Sorry,
that's 'cause
Russ.
That's right. That's because I was born a Giants fan, and that's just the way things are.
Nice. Cool, man. Well, good to see you as always. All right, Big Dom, what's up, dude?
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good, man. How you?
Doing good. Holding in there, Got this working from home down pat,
Took you long
Nice.
enough.
Yeah, I know.
Still
I
doing
think they're
it.
starting. They're starting to let people in, but my director,
that's what
it's on like a need to know, like need as basis to come in if you need to, and my director told us like there's no reason for us to go in right now. So, but he's like, if you want to go in, but if you don't, but now you have to like jump through hoops to get into the building. You have to schedule your you got to schedule your table. You got to schedule like they're offering right now for just temporary like a spot in the garage. So if you want to come into the office and you want to park for free in their garage, you have to then reserve the spot. And it's first come first serve. So even if you call and try to reserve, you might not be able to get it. So
Okay. All right. So if it's a little pain in the ass, so why do it?
yeah. It's like I just want to come into the building and go to my office. It's like go to my desk. That's it.
No.
But
Nice. All right, cool, man. Well, lucky you. I thought I saw something like online, like people going back in the office. Like I guess I don't know if it was yesterday. Was like the official day that most people were going back. Like
yeah,
to work,
our company allowed. So
Yeah. So that's good. I wish they'd let me, man. I could get my job looking done easier and better from here than in there, but whatever. It's fine. I'll get the exercise. So.
Is there any way for you to fake a positive COVID test, and then they would let you work from home, right?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. It'll probably be just time off until I came up negative or whatever.
That's also good.
Yeah. Time off is
Maybe.
definitely good.
Time off is good, but
Uh,
not if you're not getting paid.
that needs to be paid. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I would expect you get sick days.
Yeah. I got so many hours of that. Exactly. Let them keep paying me out of that. I got hundreds and hundreds of hours of sick time, but
So you accumulate year over year?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, my company, actually my previous company too, is use them or lose them.
use or lose them. Not 6 days, right?
Yeah, sick days. My stepmom, she used to work for the city, like the housing department, back when she lived in Jersey, and they would pay you out your sick time at the end of the year that you didn't use.
That's
That would be-
lovely.
I wish.
Isn't
I
that
wish.
cool? Yeah.
I think if more people did that, like people were calling sick less. You know what I'm saying? Like pay it out, like a bonus or something.
Yeah, because then that's like a free paycheck right there. Right?
Shout
Yeah.
out to government work. Yeah, man.
Otherwise, you just take the day, you stay home, you don't do anything, and you're getting paid anyway. Like, so it's a boon for them to have you just come in and let them pay you out. Screw it.
Yeah.
Even if it's a portion of it, man, I take that. So, yeah. All right. So, G Money. What's up, dude?
Hey, it's really good to see you guys and talk for a little bit and not be in the chat, before I fall asleep at night. It's the long days.
Oh, dude, I feel you. I definitely know how that is now.
It's
So
tough, right?
Waking up early, doing the work, and then getting your workouts in and stuff. It definitely takes a toll.
Yeah, it's been tough, and I've had some work shifts. Scheduling changes a little bit the last several months, but the good news is that should be transitioning back again. So, have a little more freedom, trying to support some of my managers some ways, which has me getting into the building like just super early. And kind of, it is, you're right. It's just you can only split it so many ways,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's good to be here. See you guys.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
I thought about you. I thought about you the other a few weeks back, Gary, when those tornadoes. I was watching videos for the tornadoes that were rolling through here in Jersey for that storm.
Right.
And I came across a video that, like, I guess this guy worked at a car dealership, and they were like in the showroom, which has, like, obviously all these windows, nothing but windows.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
it's like all glass. Yeah.
So he's like videotaping it outside, and he's seeing the wind picking up and up, and then finally somebody's like, "Get into the bathroom," and he's like, "Is this really happening?" And then, like, they all ran into the bathroom. You hear some commotion, and eventually got silent. They all opened, and the bathroom doors opened as they walked out, and like the whole showroom is like trashed, like, destroyed. And then, like, he walks outside, you see like the dark clouds like in the distance, and then all of a sudden, like, you see cars like flipped over and stuff at the dealership. I was like, oh shit. It's like, Gary, I was on there like, man, if that happened to you in your dealership over there, dude.
That stuff, like, we've done hurricane preps before here, more than that. And I got to tell you, you can prep your building as best you can, but that's really it, Yeah. So if you have like some of your highest end stuff, you'll put it on a lift inside, lift the car up, right, and then park another car underneath it so you can double up a little bit. Yeah. But that's a handful of spots, so you got to pick and choose. And then you just hope for the best, That's really it. That's all you can do. You heard me guys, I used to complain. It was the snow. That's just, oh, God.
Yeah, in Albany.
The snow is the worst because that comes and it sticks around, and then it comes again. Then it sticks around, and it comes again. That was far more exhausting.
Yeah, the water dries up eventually, right?
Exactly. Yeah, especially here in Florida. I mean, like, we have these tsunami afternoons right now this time of year, and it's crazy. And then 20 minutes later, the ground is completely dry. It's bizarre.
Wow.
That's what I remember, man. Like, I was there in 2016, but like even back in the day, vacationing, I remember that. Like, it used to rain. Like, it would rain real hard, like every day, almost around the same time, like 1:30 p.m., 2 p.m., super hard, almost like a thunderstorm. And then, like, you're right, like, it was just an hour later, dry, it was sunny. Like, it was amazing, like, to see. It did that like every day we were on vacation. Yeah, like, holy crap. So, yeah. All right. So, what you've been up to on the collecting end, Gary? What have you still been, like, what you've been finding? Picking anything up?
What did I get? I picked up the Spawn Violator. Just I was telling Dom, it kind of had like the Amazon points, So I was like, this looks kind of funny. It's actually a pretty cool toy.
Is that the one that's real, like, diesel or something? Like,
yeah, it's like really big and heavy. Okay, it's like a huge chunk of plastic, like. Not the wiry, bendy one from like the 90s toys. Yeah. But he just looked really cool. And so, again, it's one of those Amazon things where, I use Amazon stuff for, regular household, and then the points build up, and then I use those points for like something fun or frivolous.
Yeah, nice.
But that's honestly been it. It's been pretty quiet for me. I actually went through and looked at some pre-orders and stuff that I had in places, but yeah, it's been pretty quiet. So
yeah. Same with me when it's like with the mainline stuff, because if it's like that's what I'm collecting, like, pretty much almost exclusively. So if there's nothing coming out on that end, it just stays dry for me. Like,
yeah, and freaking, I should have pretty good luck, but Amazon, they canceled my my Snarl. I was kind of excited to get that. I had it, and then just up and canceled it on me. I was like, it's gonna be crazy. So I don't know. Sooner or later, maybe they'll turn up.
Snarl.
What do they call them? Slug? Or
Slug.
No? Yeah,
Slug.
No, not Snarl. Snarl's
Slag.
Slag. Thank you. Yeah, I had to think the Triceratops. But I had that like on pre-order forever from them, and then it just I was like, I'll take it as a sign. Sooner or later, I'll find it in a store.
That sucks that they canceled it. Like, I've been pretty good with Amazon. I don't know if it's because, like, I usually when the pre-order drops, I pre-order on day one, but like that set, the side swipe is coming in with that Maximal, the repaint of what's her name? Forget her name from
Air
the
Razor?
Kingdom. Yeah, so that like was originally saying like November or something, and now it's saying that's coming this week. And
What just came in recently? Didn't the was it the Mirage that just came in? I know I got one of those packs.
So that set, like I haven't gotten, like it's still on pre-order from them. I haven't gotten any notice that it's coming out earlier. But if that gets moved up, like some of the things that they said were coming out in October, like I've gotten like early already.
Yeah,
I think the only thing I'm waiting for is the Wreck-Gar.
That's what I was going to ask about, because that figure does look pretty cool. I thought it looked pretty good.
I only got one of them too. I only pre-ordered one, but now that I see people like using them like as bikes and putting other figures on them, I'm like, man. But you know they're gonna put out more. Like that's what I figured.
Yeah, right. They should. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a definite troop builder.
Like KFC and put out like 18 of them.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get a junkie on, like next year sometime or whatever in one of these like waves.
What was the one that they did for Generations? They did in like Chunk Heap or something like that, or they did another one for when they were doing the Universe Generations, and I forgot what it was, Scrap Heap or something like that.
Yeah, with the last Wreck-Gar mold, right?
They did it. It was a deluxe figure. I can't remember what it was. It was a deluxe figure that they did for Wreck-Gar, and they same mold, but there's different chest plate.
Head.
Yeah.
I remember I got the Wreck-Gar. I didn't get any of the other ones though that they made, but I think you're right.
Yeah,
they made multiple versions. So like I see them doing that with this one. So I didn't want to. I was like maybe I'll get one more until like they put out another one, and then try to get rid of it or just use it exclusively for like all mode. Maybe just have like 3 bikes that these people could ride. But it's a cool looking figure, and I already saw like they I think there's an upgrade kit coming out or is out for that already.
Yeah.
With some gap fillers and lets you do something.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a video for that too. It actually looked like it made it really look good.
I think the rumor was that they the assortment pack at the stores is like 1 per box, which there's like 4, like 3 of the what was it, that Starscream from the Bumblebee movie that they keep repainting.
Mm-hmm.
That's really supposed to be Blitzwing, but it's Starscream, and they repainted it already to Starscream, and then I guess they did this. They did the same mold, but it's like a gray and green. Yeah, they're saying that there's three of those figures in the pack and 1 Wreck-Gar, which should be the other way around. But
oh shit, for real.
That's just So it's hard to get the Wreck-Gar in stores because it's sure packed in a. At least they should have done 2 and 2, but I guess the rumor is it's 3 and 1.
All right. See, so like I know the Wreck-Gar has been available like on another website that I would use, but I was like, I'll just wait just because I got it.
Yeah,
on
me
Amazon.
too. Me too.
Like I wasn't like in a rush, and now like you're saying that, it makes me want to maybe just grab it just in case,
I was surprised that I saw the spaceship.
The
I
Ark?
saw at Target the Ark. Actually, they had 4 of them on the bottom shelf, just packed.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
I didn't. I was going to pre-order it eventually, but I didn't pick it up at the store because it's just I'm not. It looks cool. It looks cool. I am, but like if in regards to like Scorponok, like the Ark, I don't need a transforming Ark, but I'm sure I'll pick it up. But
It's the
I'm
Ark,
hoping
bro.
maybe later down the line, and maybe there's a clearance or Ollie's involved.
You gotta get it, bro. Stick it in like your couch cushion, like if it's in the volcano.
Trying to be a smarter don't say I know I purchase a lot, but I'm trying to be a little bit smarter than just throwing my money everywhere.
Yeah, and you never know. Like maybe you even get it like cheaper if that one's not really popular amongst the masses. You never know.
That's what I'm hoping, Jose, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Look what that Metroplex.
I did that shit with the what was those Amazon exclusives, thinking that the Skywarp and the what is that? I thought that was going to be available eventually on a Black Friday sale, and
no,
I ended up going to $300. That thing.
Yeah. Are you all caught up with all the box
I am.
sets and stuff?
I am.
Cool, yeah.
But I don't. That's the only one I don't have, and I don't think I'll ever get it because I think I'm just going to stick with the one that they did for the Netflix, which is very close and similar. It's a different character name, but it has the black and purple like Skywarp. So
Oh yeah. I love that one. And Hot Link or whatever it is.
Yeah, it was like Hot Link. Yeah,
The color scheme on that with the
yeah,
digital kind of and the deep purple, like it's a really
yeah.
nice color scheme on that. I like those seekers and shit. I wound up getting that sparkless seeker from I think I got it from Walmart.com. And just because like the extra appeal with the little couple extra little battle masters that it came with, because I like those little things.
And
Um,
Hasbro, they might do a gift set where they have all three,
yeah, yeah,
uh, Terracon, Terra drone, whatever they call them, seekers. So Cybertron seekers,
mhm,
and they do like a Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skyward gift set.
yeah. So that's the one you're missing. So you're missing like the Cybertron version, right? Like the Siege
Yes,
version of
yes, yes. The
Skywarp.
Siege version.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you get the other? You picked up the other two pack though, right? The Earthrise versions. The
yes,
Earth
yes. The
version. Yeah.
the Target exclusive that had the Thundercracker, and the Skyward
Yeah.
Earth versions.
Yeah, man. It sucks, man. Sometimes when they do that, and like if you didn't jump on it, that's why it's like with the generations. I just jump on it because you never know. Like you never know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see them on Amazon, and I'm like, fuck, I could have gotten this one, this deluxe cheaper, or this deluxe cheaper, or this Voyager cheaper, you know. But sometimes they sell out, and then it's like they go sky high in the aftermarket, even when they're brand new figures. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's peg warmers is like peg warming is like a thing of a past now these days at stores. So there's no longer any figures
Mm,
peg warming in regards to Marvel Legends. There's a few here and there, but not as much as it used to be. So
no.
you can't really play the long game sometimes.
And even like I think even with buying at retail with some of this box stuff, I've been seeing like the pictures. It's always happened, but just how like the figures get switched out like on some people, like when you can't actually see the toy
I saw that one with somebody had like a water bottle in the Rodimus Prime.
in the Rodimus Prime.
Oh my
yeah.
God,
Yeah,
really?
dude, that was
Jeez.
nuts.
Yeah, they put a hot rod, the Studio Series hot, which is like crazy that they would put that in there. Like I don't know if they had.
I thought they would
extra or
put like
something.
I thought they would put like one of those Megatrons or Optimus Primes or the $5 things that you used to find,
Yeah,
that's and then they put a full bottle of water just to give it the weight.
give it weight.
That's-
That's
So
nuts.
it's crazy what some people do, like and then even like I think I saw somebody posted a picture of the Ark, and it was missing the Teletran figure, with the little
God.
Voyager class figure that it comes with.
Sometimes
and I
you're
was
so
like,
excited walking into the store and seeing something that you've been hunting for a while, and then you're so quick to check out, don't inspect it right away or as close as you should, and then all of a sudden you're out of the store and you're like, "Fuck, it's missing the head."
yeah, man. Sometimes it's rare, I guess, when I'm getting anything that you can't see, like in the box, like at retail. Like I'm almost exclusively like online now, and
Mhm.
it seems like I've never had that issue. But I would hate to be like one of those that are caught out there because I'm not thinking about that, like in the store. But thankfully with the Transformers, like all their retail stuff has like there's a window you could see the figure that you're picking up. So, sometimes I guess that maybe the parents don't know the difference if they were picking it up for a kid or whatever. But
I can see that happening where the parents are just picking up a figure and then that's happening and they don't know any better.
It's just so sad, that, like, because that's not kids doing that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's just I don't know, it's so sad.
yeah, that's a good point when you think about it. Like you
I mean, it's
has to be
grown.
some adult
Yeah,
collector that's taking the
right.
trouble to swap the figure,
Exactly.
bring it back.
I mean, and not just the moral dilemma, but to go through the hassle to do that. It's like, God, maybe you just shouldn't be buying that stuff then. That's all.
No, man. And then they get together with their toy swapping friends. Like, do you see this one? Or maybe they do it like on a Friday night. They all get together and be like, okay, guys, let's figure out how we're gonna do this. And they, get a bag of Cheetos, some Mountain Dew, and they're like, all right, do you think this one will work? Yeah, dude, try that one. That'll be fucking awesome. Oh, I can't wait to post a pic of that one. Kind of stuff. And
Wow.
that's how it works.
It's a conspiracy.
And
bro.
the fun
Mom,
thing is,
more
it's like,
Cheetos.
I know, I know, and I know that like I know that stores know it because they sometimes when I went to customer service and I was returning things, it's like they were looking at it like with a magnifying glass and making sure that it's like, and I'm like, I know some stores know it, but I guess it still gets passed through. Like I don't know whether they go on the night shift and get away with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I think it definitely depends on the individual because it's like I've seen stores be nonchalant, just taking anything back, like because
Yeah.
the motherfucker at the desk don't care, like he's just doing the job and wants to
Yeah.
fucking go home and smoke pot, So it's like he's just taking the shit and that's it.
Speaking of magnifying glass, I was thinking just now, Dom, when you said that, remember at NJCC, there's always that one guy
yes,
who
yes.
will look at a sealed figure on your table and he'll get up real close and look at it, put it back, and come back. He'll be back like throughout the day.
Yep.
It's like it's still there, man. It's there if you want it. And he's like,
Yeah, and I
looks at it
talked
a
to
little
him.
bit more.
I talked to him one time, and he likes to look at the paint apps to get get the most accurate, the best paint app figure. I think he's also an in-box collector, so he likes the boxes
Okay.
with less damage, the most perfect box that he can find. So, and with all due respect, at a toy convention like that, you probably have the best ability to do that because you have so many people having the same shit. So it's like if you to go to one spot, you can probably go look at some Marvel Legends and find the same figure 20 times over and get a good, if you are trying to look for the best paint app or trying to look for the best box, you can probably get that in that situation.
It's funny. It's like I kind of miss seeing that guy two times
Me
a
too.
year.
Me too.
Like, I wonder if he's okay. I wonder how he's doing. Kind of stuff.
I'm dying for a convention, man. I gotta get rid of stuff. Like
I know he lives down. I know he lives down in South Jersey. I don't know if he's in PA, but I remember I did a long toy hunt where I found myself down by Cherry Hill again, and I saw him there in one of the stores. So I think he lives down in that direction. So I hope he's doing good.
Nice.
Yeah, I will say that whatever happens in the future, I think the next ROC representation at NJCC should be pretty freaking epic of stuff.
Oh man, the Island of Regret is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
What is it? Almost it's going to be like 2-3 years of stuff.
Yep. Good 2 years about.
That's a lot of stuff.
We're all gonna be showing up with U-Hauls.
Yeah, it's a lot of regret.
I'm definitely thinking about doing definitely a closer one if they do one soon in Parsippany or whatever. Got to inquire.
I was thinking of doing
November.
This TF Con, but after they announced that Baltimore Comic Con was there, I was like, dude, I can't. I want to enjoy this and go to both shows, hang out with guys.
Yeah, you don't need to make it a working event.
I don't want to sit behind the fucking table selling shit. So
yeah. Save it for next time, maybe. But we gotta enjoy ourselves for this one. It's been a while.
Yeah,
it's definitely been a while. So, well, speaking of Marvel Legends, their HasLab project, the Sentinel, right? It's been dropping. Some people have been getting it in hand, and apparently, listen, I'm not really tuned into that stuff. I haven't really been keeping up much, but I think I've heard there's some sort of knee issue going on with people's expensive toy. So
it's got Dom knees, man. Scope.
I don't know, they didn't put ratchets in the knees or something, so I guess it's not really, whatever they did, it's not supporting the weight, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Is that something that's a widespread issue, or is it just,
Yeah, so from what I've seen, before I get into that, I just want to say, we're Transformers collectors, right? We collect Transformers. We collect other things, but we collect Transformers, right? And we collect third-party Transformers, mainline Transformers, big Transformers, small Transformers, Transformers in the middle, all kinds of stuff. And we are very, very used to, hey, figure of this size, figure of this density, what it's made out of. We're expecting ratchets and things like that, right? Mm-hmm. What about people who just collect figures? Do they know? Right? What are their expectations? When I listen to my friends talk about it, why are there no ratchets? Kind of stuff. And then I kind of think about a typical Marvel Legends kind of guy, or a Black Series, or even a Sideshow. Be like, what are these ratchet joints people keep talking about? You know, kind of stuff, right? You know, I just kind of wonder, you know, what their argument is when they get their figure and it doesn't stand. And I just, just kind of put that together. But Jose, you're right. What's happening is Hasbro made the biggest figure ever for Marvel Legends, 26 inches tall, and the hardware that people like us Transformers collectors would expect is not there. And yeah, the thing is big, it's heavy, and it's having some trouble standing up.
Oh,
So basically, yeah.
I
I mean,
think,
you
go
can
ahead.
find that sweet spot and stand it, but there's some finagling involved, and there are some joint issues involved as well.
Yeah, and I think Jay hit it right on the head. You're buying a premium figure. You want it to feel premium, So it's like when you define a premium figure, I think one of those aspects of a premium figure, it has ratchets, especially the size of this figure. So it's like to hold its weight and hold those joints in whatever position you have it in, you're going to need something more than friction to hold them together. So I feel like they just failed there, where they should have made it a little bit more premium and give us ratchets, at least in the knees. Hips, I get it, but it should have ratchets where they needed it, and obviously
And
they needed to be in the knees, and they're not.
right. And EE brings up a thing. He says here, but I would think that Hasbro, who makes Transformers, would know better. After ETR that night, the last day of the Galactus funding, I watched the Foosh channel. Robo actually he does it on his channel. He does a Monday night show every night live, and that guy Dan, who's on the live streams for Marvel Legends, joined in, and he actually admitted to the fact. He's like, because they were talking about the other HasLab campaigns, saying, "Oh yeah, I think Transformers has one." He's like, they don't talk, it seems, or at least this guy's not talking cross-channel with these guys. So I'm kind of interested about the siloism. Is that a word? Siloing. These different brands and Hasbro. It's like, we're all making toys, but do they all not get together, and chat and stuff, or do they just point at each other in the cafeteria and laugh? They're like, ha!
Right.
Look at your Unicron, it sucks.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Like, big company or whatever. Like, if the teams are doing something different, like the whatever, the Marvel Legends team is not going to be tuned into what the Transformers team is doing, and vice versa. They're not doing the same thing. Especially if they're used to just putting out these 6-inch figures that don't have like any ratchets or anything like that in them. But I feel you. Like, how much was the Sentinel going for? Because if you're paying hundreds of dollars, then yeah, you would expect the thing to be like a solid piece. And if it's not holding up its weight, that sucks.
$350 before tax, basically.
Yeah, see, so that's pretty penny.
And it's funny, when I watched the live stream when they announced the Galactus, they had one of those high quality prototypes there, and when he was bending those ankles, you heard ratchets in the ankles. And I think I heard ratchets in the hips, but I heard ratchets. I heard them clink, clank, clink. I heard them. So, Gary, you had mentioned it before, right? It's like, we got to get this Galactus out before these Sentinels start hitting.
Right.
And it looks like they've already kind of learned from their mistakes with that Sentinel figure, perhaps. So, kind of interesting there. When I was watching the Marvel live stream, I guess it was yesterday. The days just fly by. I don't know what day it is, but Hasbro is actually responding to some of the assholes in the chat, right? Saying, "Hey, we've heard of this and we're looking into it," type of thing. I don't know what that means. When a chat, if you ever watched one of those streams, the chat just
it's crazy.
I mean, why even comment? It's like, people are gonna miss whatever you say, and if you're just trying to like put people at ease, then it doesn't matter. There's thousands of people that are just cut and paste the same thing over and over and over again. Like, we need X-Men, or over and over and over, or whatever. But speaking of the Foosh earlier, Robo, he while he was doing his review of the Sentinel, which I forgot to finish today for my homework, but he found that you have a mitigation to your knee issue, where you just pop off a cap and there's a screw in there, and you tighten the screw and it seemed to work. But I mean, I looked at the size of that screw, and I looked at the size of this figure, and I'm like, that's still not a good thing, kind of stuff. And of course, this is coming from a guy who collects Transformers. I have a constructor that's, how tall is constructor? 20 inches? I don't know. He's almost as big. No, he's not. Sentinel's 26. I digress, but that thing, man, you have to pull the ratchets apart and turn, and then bring the ratchets back. That's how strong that fucking thing is. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. E Prime, I think he's saying it. He's like, I don't think ratchets for a fig that size and weight is a premium thing. It should be a given, so which, it makes sense and stuff. And then how are you going to fix it? You're going to send me new legs with ratchets. So that's something that the third party Transformers collectors community is used to, getting like these little fixes and stuff. Do you think the Marvel audience?
There is no aftermarket support for mainline stuff. I mean, at least not from Hasbro that I'm aware of, right? From here's what I've heard. Hey, your masterpiece Hound's broken. Sucks to be you, kind of thing. I've heard that you order something on Hasbro Pulse, you have a problem with, maybe they sent you the wrong thing, or maybe something like was broken or missing a part. They'll be like, well, we don't have that anymore, but we'll send you back something of equal value, kind of thing. Yeah, so it's
like the Cookie Monster
stuff. Yeah, I mean, third party being what it is. I mean, dude, at least for most of the companies, there's avenues for getting help after the fact, right? So that's kind of nice, except for Toy World. I think Toy World's always been the worst when it comes to that, if I remember that from back in the day. But everyone else you can pretty much reach out to.
So basically, what was the fix, Brian? Like they were popping out that gray piece, and
there's a plastic
tighten.
Plastic screw cover, you tighten the screw. So the other interesting thing about it is, on Robos, I haven't watched too many reviews, but some people have a tight knee on one leg, loose knee on the other leg. So, I mean, if it's all about tightening a screw, I mean, maybe there's just people putting these things together and, they don't have their torque wrench set appropriately or whatever, and they're just not screwing it in.
After the 19,000 one that you put together, sometimes your torque is a little different.
Yeah, dude. Invest in arthritis medicine in China, right? All those young people putting those toys together at a young age, they're gonna have hand problems real early. But I have to say though, I mean, we like to joke around and be skeptical, right? That's what we do. That's what we do here. And it is sad to see that some of those skepticisms that we had when this Sentinel Kickstarter was going off, or the crowdfund or whatever, it's like, dude, what if they mess it up? What if they mess it up? I mean, for Unicron, we had the mouth wasn't painted the right color as the prototype. People were pissed off about that. And here we got this Sentinel, which people were so excited for. Like, it was the perfect army building, crowdfunding, never gonna see this in a store thing ever. And to kind of see people's hopes dashed, I was thinking about that. So, maybe 9/11's got me a little weepy, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, I kind of feel bad for these folks. I mean, I bought one, and my only issue now is I'm thinking about hunting down some X-Men Marvel Legends to maybe put with this thing someday. But right now it's gonna serve as a footrest, kind of like that Unicron right now.
Yeah. Well, I ordered it also. Go ahead.
So no, go, Gary.
No, I was just gonna say I ordered it also, and like I admitted, it was really the FOMO at the time, just because I was like, God, this is pretty impressive, and so I did, and I've gotten it yet. What's hard is, with all the social stuff, you don't get to experience it yourself if you wanted to, right? And just kind of see it, and you're going into it now with like a preconceived concern or a worry. Also, Brian, just like third party sometimes, when you've ordered something and someone gets it to do a review early, and then you have to kind of worry about what happens, and just, I don't know, it's a shame. It takes some of the fun away from it sometimes when there's sometimes too much information maybe to take away from the experience with it.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I don't watch much reviews anymore. If I do, it's just for the entertainment value of the person doing the review. But I don't really use it for education anymore. Just I'm not really collecting a lot of toys. I think that require me to do that research right now. Because I'm either in or I'm not at this point for certain things. But one source of Transformers site put a huge sale up yesterday, and there is an alien attack last night version of Optimus Prime, and I don't like that movie, but I've always I want to get the best version of that I am willing to spend, and they had it for like 50% off, and it was right there. I was like, add to cart, and I was like, oh, you know what? Wait a minute, what the fuck's an alien attack company? You know what? Let me watch a review real quick, and I'm glad that I did. I was like, because even if I only paid half of what they're asking, I probably would have been really pissed off if I bought that thing.
Oh, so it's bad.
Yeah, it's not good. So there are even reviews on the website, because that website lets you put reviews. That's crazy in itself, man. I wouldn't let Transformers fans put reviews on my website. No fucking way. Not if I'm selling toys, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I don't know. I looked at it and everybody's like, don't do it. All the comments like, don't bother. So I was kind of sad, because I was like taking measurements. It's like, you know what trailer would work with it. I'm big into Prime trailers right now. I don't know what it is, but I'm sorry. Gary, you were talking about reviews, and did I get us sidetracked?
Yeah. No, not at all. I think it's just the idea. It's just like anything else. You can look at them for information or for entertainment, but when you're waiting for your item to ship, I can take away from that experience for yourself, right?
Yeah,
So.
that's true. I guess that's true. But sometimes I can't wait, man. And that's what I watch reviews for. Not really more for the opinion, but just to actually see the figure. It's nice to see it from all angles. Especially with the Transformer stuff. The thieves that sometimes get stuff early overseas or whatever. You're seeing this stuff months in advance from when we're actually gonna get this stuff in our hands. So that's why I always love checking that stuff out. In regards to the Sentinel, it kind of sucks, because if this is the first major thing Marvel Legends related, they're trying to sell that Galactus. Now I'm sure a lot of people's hopes for that Galactus might be dashed again, unless they learn from their mistakes and make a much more solid piece. But I feel man, you got to come out strong from the gate, or else your brand is tarnished, especially with this when you're asking people to pay $300, $350, $400 for
$400 for Galactus.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And that Galactus, man, dude, 10,000 on the last day.
Yeah.
That was a
it's bigger. And it's bigger.
Well, I think we were looking at it. I think the reason why it's mostly bigger is because you got a big ass head.
Right, that helmet, maybe.
But I remember when our last show that we were talking about this, I remember we referenced that a guy even said in a post that how do they expect me to fund a Galactus when I don't even have the Sentinel in hand to see how well that is, because it is a larger action figure, and you want to take a look at how they did that one compared to the one that you're being asked to drop $400 on.
If we look back, right, so the barge was kind of stationary. It's big, but it's a stationary item, right? That's painted. But I don't remember hearing any complaints about people who opened that and displayed it. And then, right, Cookie Monster didn't get funded. And then the third one was Unicron, right? So I think that one, right, had some paint. But I don't remember hearing people complain about quality or issues in construction for that thing, right?
I don't remember either.
Yeah, no. I don't think about it.
I remember some great fucking photos people were taking. Right? I do remember that.
So that's kind of a win. And then they've got the other projects backed up. I mean, so yeah, this has moving pieces in its large size. The Razor Crest is bumped until 2022, but it's a Star Wars vehicle that they have plenty of experience with, right? So you would think that that's pretty safe. But now you got a Galactus, and then another Transformers item, and then a Rancor coming, right?
If I had, the space, that Razor Crest is pretty cool. I think Chris is getting it, so at least I have an opportunity to see it someday. You know, I'm kind of happy about that. But yeah, you're right, Gary. It's not much complexity there.
Right.
This Victory Saber is going to be a walk in the park. I mean,
Right. That's just
Hasbro
right after
knows how to
Unicron
make.
for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, they know how to make toys in that scale. I mean, they do it all the time, so
Yeah,
I mean, that'd be fine.
it's a chug. It's a chug, so they shouldn't have a problem doing that.
I'm-
But
I'm-
then again, you know that gin ride they made.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's pretty bad. I just found that the other day
I'm concerned
because
with that.
I bought hands for it, Jose. I bought another upgrade for it. It's like the 5th upgrade.
Stop throwing your money away. Go ahead, Dom. I'm sorry, man.
I'm just, I don't think there's any concern, but like, they are doing the Rancor for Star Wars, but you really can't mess around with their knees because I think the Rancor knees are typically bent all the time.
Right.
Like,
Well,
so you're not really worrying about how stable it is because I think those are going to be just a non-moving piece, the knees, but we'll see.
You know, it gets even deeper too. And I don't know if I'm not ready to make this a segue just yet because we have other things to talk about. But you know, Galactus is dropping at the same time that like there are like Mythic Kickstarter funding. Was that at the same time, if I remember correctly? Or it's like Arethyr All In drops October 1st, and people are like, damn, I just dropped $400 on the Galactus, right? Or the Cosmic Legion's pre-order just went up last week, and it's like, damn, I just dropped $400 on the Galactus, and then it's like, then people see this knee issue stuff with the Sentinel. It's like, God, that's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt a little bit.
Yeah, like obviously if it pulled away from something from them buying because they didn't have the money for, that definitely could add more salt to the wound.
Yeah. And then of course this Rancor. I mean, you have to pick and choose. Not everybody can afford all of it, but it's like, I mean, that Rancor. God, what are you thinking? 250, maybe less.
But if it's a stationary piece, why would it be?
No,
so
I
much?
think it should have arms and
right.
The
Yeah, I
arms, the
think
shoulders should move.
sure.
Hands.
I think,
Mouth.
I'm hoping it, like, depending on where they go with it, like, because if you bought the what is the vintage one that came out in Toys R Us, like it does have some non-moving pieces in it because it's a Rancor, like
Dude,
It's
what
not
if they
gonna
make
move.
it like 150 and people like army build Rancors or something? Can't wait to see those Instagram pictures. That would be nuts. But it's like, yeah, but still a figure of that size, you would hope maybe some kind of soft ratchets. He's got to be able to pick up a Gamorrean guard. How heavy are those?
Right.
Yeah, I think
exactly.
I would think they would focus on the articulation of the hands, the wrists, the shoulders, obviously, maybe the hips where it moves, like back and forward, but and maybe the feet will swivel, but other than that, I can't see them putting ratchets in the knees, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, we're 2 weeks after Victory Saber. Victory Saber's got, what was it, 45 days? So minus 14 days. We got 30 days. We got 4 weeks more of Victory Saber. Rancor will probably be teased a week before that.
Mm-hmm.
If they tease it a week before, I don't know where they are in their prototype, but if they can be like, if they can go on stream for their Force Friday stream or whatever and be like, hey guys, hear that clicky sound? Isn't that great? Everybody's like, yeah, woo! Star Wars, Hasbro, you guys rock! Whatever. Then who's laughing at each other in the cafeteria at Hasbro headquarters, you know what I mean? But it's like, so we'll see. But that would be a smart move on them, to, hey guys, get up close to your speakers and hear the clicky sound of the Rancor joints. That might make people feel good.
Yeah,
Dude, I would just do that to troll my fellow guys in the other silo. Just to have fun.
We know what we're doing over here, you see? Yeah. Gary, we know he went in on the Sentinel, and Brian, you said you did. Dom, did you get in on the Sentinel too?
I bought two of them, yeah.
Okay, and then what about Galactus? You guys going on Galactus too?
I did go on Galactus.
So Dom went all in, Brian didn't. What about Victory Saber? Are you guys gonna go in on that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go in on the last hour of the last day.
Me too. I'm a Brian. I
Oh,
use
so you
fine
just like to
tactics.
wait. You just like to wait. I
Last
locked
minute.
it in just so I don't forget. I'm like,
Hey, look,
I don't
man.
want to forget to do this, but.
And then I can always toss it up. It was a last minute purchase. I didn't know what I was doing.
But I feel like what you guys said, that's like more of like a safer purchase as far as like maybe like a quality like aspect. If that thing turns out bad, that would be just stupid.
There's something. I mean, I'm not a huge Victory fan. I did watch the show, and but it's like the Transformers. There's some fun to it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna put the two. You're gonna get Star Saber out. You're gonna swoosh him around. You're gonna put him in robot mode, and then you're gonna be like, all right, it's time to add the booties. Oh, but first you gotta swoosh around the Space Lion, and then you're like, okay, let's put the booties on, and like, dude, I like bolting stuff on. That's why I love add-on kits. You just keep adding stuff to it. It's a fun thing, and you hang out with it for a while, and then you go to NJCC and sell it to somebody.
Now, for me, it looks like a decent enough piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like it fits totally in with what they've been doing. So definitely looking forward to picking that up. I've been trying to like get through the episodes of Victory. Like, so I'm watching them. Like, I think I'm on the second disc.
You're reading. You're reading them.
Yeah, subtitles. So it's the 9th episode I think I'm on. So it's all right. Like it's almost like Gundam-esque, like kind of like the show, and of course they got the kid in there. But we had Spike, during G1, so it's kind of like that. But it's fine though. Like I like the art style of the animation, and it's just interesting to see kind of like that G1 style Transformers, but like after what we got, here, like from where it ended. So, but I'm looking forward to that figure. For sure. I always thought about maybe getting the masterpiece, and like could just never like find it for like a good enough price where I felt like comfortable like going in, especially because I heard it had like some quality issues.
I had it. Yeah, I bought it used, actually from Greg from Mercy, believe it or not. And
Nice.
he included the KFC elbow upgrades and the sword upgrade, and then I had the Simba already. I bought that from 215 Toys. And it came time. It's like, okay, I'm putting the shelves up. And I went to somebody's house, maybe Bobby's, and I measured it. And I was like, oh, this isn't going to fit on my shelf. And I'm like, all right, boom. Just put it on the NJCC table, man. This guy that bought it from me, because I had good price. I think it was 150 each, so 300 altogether for both of them. This was a few years ago. He saw that. He stopped in his tracks in the aisle. He's like, whoa. He's like, you got both of them? It's like, yep. I say, and I got elbow upgrades too. He's like, really? He's like, it's like, I'll be right back. I think maybe you had to go talk to the missus to put money in the PayPal account or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
babe,
I'll be right back.
You're gonna see a huge charge on the debit account. Don't get mad.
Yeah. But I was, I love that part of selling, because like there's those times where the people are like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And it's just nice
when they find what they're looking for, or maybe they weren't looking for it, but they were just surprised to see it.
But it's like, dude, I'm passing on what I should have got joy out of to you, and to see you get happy is just cool.
No. So, all right. Well, it's good to hear that you guys are in. Like, I hope it's not like a long wait. Like, I'm sure it'll get funded. Like, I think I was looking at the numbers, and I'm like, it's got enough time to pass that. I think it just needs like another 3,000 or so, from what I remember. So who knows if it's gonna make any of the stretches? But then again, like these things just seem to like shoot up like in the final days, right? In those final hours. So.
Well, Jose, what are the stretch goals? A gun, some blast effects, and I think a few question marks, right?
There was a couple of question marks.
Yeah. So
like,
hey, Dr. Wu, we didn't meet the stretch goals. Can you flex for us and meet that stretch? Or
they like
the other
those
one?
vocals.
DNA and Perfect Effect. Where have you guys been? They must be. Maybe they're making PE or something like that. I don't know. Is that what it is? I can't remember the terms anymore.
They had the perfect combiner sets and stuff like that. That's it. Combiner wars has been over, so they're done.
Yeah.
They were making those
Nobody's
hands
buying
and
hands or
feet.
Yeah.
You know, I know they were making a killing with that stuff. You know.
Hey, if
And
something
then,
needs hands and feet, Perfect Effects is going to come back.
Yeah, that's right, man.
if you looked on eBay, you could find the KOs of all that stuff too, like for like half the price, the hands and feet.
Remember
all these
that? Like
different
how
colors.
much like it was selling. Those things were selling out, and there was KOs on a third party Perfect Effect add-on kits. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually picked up the one for Bruticus that had the different colored feet. It had like the brown foot for
Yeah,
who was
make it more
McGraw,
too. Yeah.
and the other, I think like a green one for the other one. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that, some of those upgrades. Actually, I might have one of them. I might have a foot here somewhere.
I
There's
got
a
him,
foot.
man. I got him. I got a tote
There's a
with
blue.
all my.
There's a blue KO
There you
foot
go.
of one of them. Yeah.
I think that was the one that they made for like the Optimus, you know.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, they used like the Bruticus mold for the foot, and it did look better. You know, it did look better. But those things were like a godsend at the time because just you need those ankle tilts, man. You need to be able the ankle
And the
tilts
hands,
is all.
the hands that go like this. Yeah.
So I got all that in a tote with all my other like Combiner War stuff, which you know we'll see if it becomes obsolete soon if they start putting out better combiners. You know, you never know. We'll see.
So the next round of Hasbro Transformers, I think they've kind of teased that in some of like those store computer listings or something like that.
Leaks. I think I
Yeah.
saw that, right? A new, what was it, the Constructicons, or was it another combiner team? I forget which ones.
Constructicons.
Oh, so
Maybe
our
a
predictions
Menasor.
are right, Jose. They're reinvent, like they're circling
They might.
back.
They might be doing it. Yep.
Mhm.
I remember seeing something in those leak listings that indicated that. So it was like, oh, all right, we'll see. We'll see how they approach this. They can't do combiner wars anymore. Like it's got to be better. So
Right.
you know, we'll see. You know, it's gonna be an evolution. All right. So all right, we got another. We wanted to talk about PowerCon, what actually happened just over the weekend, right? I think it was this past weekend. You guys brought it up, and I had like no idea this was happening, but apparently some sort of like a He-Man themed convention when I checked out the website. So, well, what's it about? If you guys know about it, somebody could speak to it more than I can.
It's more of a MOTU orient targeted market for that convention, and you have companies just like San Diego Comic-Con and like New York Comic-Con coming out to that con, showing off their latest MOTU type action figures. So like you'll have Mondo is there, you'll have obviously Mattel doing their Revelations and Masterverse line, and then you'll have Maker Constructs doing their Maker Constructs MOTU stuff and showing off the next few figures that are coming down the line. So it's one like what when I was thinking back last week, I was like, it's definitely one of those conventions I would love to get out to and go to. Like if it wasn't San Diego Comic-Con, it's probably that convention I would go to and just do it once so I can experience it, because I can imagine it being a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
where did
and
this one take place?
it's in
It's in California.
California.
It's in California. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know what city. I think,
I
it was right across
Anaheim.
Yeah, it was right across the street from Disneyland in the hotel. So it's nice.
Wow.
Like people went to Disneyland and spend the day, got there early. And I know can make a whole trip out of it, and then have a MOTU convention on the weekend. So
Sweet. Nice.
it's pretty cool.
I like that the
And I
brand
think
is
it
big
goes-
enough to feature all that.
Yeah, I think it goes back a ways too before like figures. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% accurate, so I should be careful what I say. But like back when they had the classics line, I know they were doing it, and it was very small, really put together by the fans at first, and they did not have like exclusive toys and things like that there. It was a lot of when there wasn't a lot of activity and certainly no new shows, right, or
Yeah.
media to tie into anything with it. So I think it's been around for a little bit.
Mark 44 Prime said Anaheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, Calum was there.
Yeah. Saw
from
some
the realm.
pictures on his Facebook. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. So did they have like a lot of reveals for a lot of new figures that's coming down the pipeline?
Oh yeah. The ones that basically caught my eye was the MOTU stuff that they were doing. You know, obviously they're getting into He-Man, and they revealed the old mother of all mother of reveals. They revealed the Battle Cat, which is like ridiculous for a 12-inch figure because it's huge.
Oh yeah. See, so I did see like actually like this picture, and I was like, I didn't know who the company was, but I was like, that
Yeah.
looks incredible. Like I love the
That's a
the realistic look.
that's MOTU, and then that's a 12-inch He-Man on top of them. That's
Yeah.
a 12-inch size Thundercat. I mean, a Battle Cat. So
So that's a Hot Toys scale Thundercat.
Yeah.
Battle Cat. Yeah.
pretty much,
Is
yeah.
how's the quality? Is it like Hot Toys quality or a little bit
It-
like more like of an action figure type deal?
No, it's got good quality. Don't get me wrong. It's
Okay.
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful figure. They painted it very well, and the sculpt is beautiful. Like, you know, it definitely has its. You know, I know some people had their issues with the He-Mans, and you know, obviously like anything else, you know, with action figures and stuff like that. So, but they're doing a great job. It's just I feel like people didn't get into it as when they released the He-Man and the Skeletor and the Faker at first, because it was, you know, they didn't know how deep they were going to get into the line. And obviously it's showing here that it's getting really deep.
Yeah, that looks
So-
looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, that's the exclusive Scareglow that they're doing. They did release a previous Scareglow as an exclusive, but it on the secondary market it goes for like $600-$700 right now.
Wow.
So they're doing a new release of it. This is more of a classic version, and believe me, this is going to be another hot item that's going to sell out in 4 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, it looks a little bit more like old schoolish as far as like the look.
And
but then
they're-
this one looks like
And
a
they're even
recent Skeletor.
they're
Yeah.
dabbing into the Revelation stuff. So they're doing a recent Revelation Skeletor as well. So
Yeah. Is that He-Man Revelations too? It kind of looks.
no,
like it's
that was a
He-Man.
classic. That was a classic.
that's
their
classic
first,
He-Man.
That was their first classic He-Man. And then they have the She-Ra right next to it, the prototype She-Ra right next to it. And then they had the Hordak, the blue exclusive Hordak that they were selling at the show, and they put it online this just today. They put it online and it sold out in 4 minutes.
Oh, and that's
Wow.
available now. The Hordak.
It was available, yeah.
Oh,
it
and it's sold out.
It sold
Wow.
out in 4
It's-
minutes. Yeah.
Looks good. It does look
Yeah.
good. I'm impressed with the way that looks.
But like right now, like I think the older figures, it's hard to get. Like with a He-Man, it's completely sold out. The Skeletor, the original Skeletor, is completely. They did a variety of different variants of the Skeletor. They did like I think they did one for Hot Topic, right, Gary, and they did that glue in the dark and that skull like glue in the dark or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So Hot Topic had a Skeletor, and then I forget what they call it, but those like rainbowy kind of like Japanese vinyl inspired versions. They did one of Merman of that, and
Yes.
one of Skeletor as well. Like Motubi, I think they call it. Kind of like as a
Yeah, those were
Good
like the
job.
super exclusives, and then it's like a shinier, a shinier.
yeah,
skin
it's like a
tone.
rainbow. It's very very artsy, kind of like I said, import vinyl look to it.
Yeah, but they're hard to get. Like they're the original release, but I'm sure I think they announced that the Deluxe He-Man that they're putting out, that Brian's showing you right now. So if people did miss on that classic He-Man that they put out, that's sold out now. That's going for like $350 online right now. They're putting out a Deluxe He-Man later on next year. So
Wow, $350. I mean, that's like a regular Hot Toys now.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
they
really
sold-
gone up.
They sold like the regular He-Man and the Skeletor when they first released them, was like for $165. So they were
I don't-
less than Hot Toys.
Were they even that much? Yeah, I don't know if they
Yeah.
were. They
No,
they
they were
yeah.
about 160, 165.
I thought they were 150, but like
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
they were,
yeah. Or even 155, Gary. You might be right, but
but
I
they,
know
they
they
were
were in
not
that
that
range.
expensive. Yeah,
No.
just to say,
and then lo and behold, every release that they do, like the Man at Arms is now at like 290, and like the Merman was like 270. Like, I mean, like 170. I mean, and then the Man at Arms came up to like 190, and now I think that recent Hordak, the Hordak that they released, the gray and red one, was like 210, or like 200 or 220 or something like that, and the recent one, the blue one, they were charging 250 for it. So they're right at like Hot Toys pricing. So
It's
and
when you get-
they're revealing like this is Trap Jaw. They're doing a Trap Jaw. They already showed a Stratos. They already showed a a couple other characters I can't remember, but they've been showing like so they're committing like they're showing fans that they are going deep into this line.
Yeah, and for those people that don't collect 1/6 scale stuff, like the bigger something gets, that shelf presence really accounts for something. And when you have that larger canvas, like the details that they can put into these toys is quite phenomenal. And so it is scary. Like when you buy one, it makes you want to get more. And the thing is, like these things take up a lot of real estate. So it's a slippery slope to get down
It
in
is.
there.
It is. And I wasn't getting into it, and I came across a good deal to pick up some of the older figures, and I did, and now I'm stuck, and went on that Keldor one, Gary, that we all did. We went on it, and ever since then I'm buying these things. So, and then I think this is this is the classic version that they did of Scareglow that they're. I think this is releasing sometime this fall or winter. Like it's going to go up for pre-order.
How is the retail prices on these figures? Are they pretty decent? Like,
Well, like at 160 when they were first came out, they were great. It's like they were going like correct me if I'm wrong, Gary. Like they were good for the value at 160, but now at like 250, if that's going to be the trend, it's going to obviously I would love them at 160 than 250, but we'll see. Like I said, the Hordak was priced at 200 retail, and that was the highest so far. And then they just released that blue exclusive, but they priced it at 250, knowing that it's an exclusive, so people are going to pay whatever they're going to pay to get it. So
yeah.
Dom, when you keep saying blue exclusive, like what
the
do you
blue
mean?
variant, the Hordak was the skin is blue. There's a gray version to gray where his skin is gray.
Well, shit.
If you go to the website,
Why blue? Why gray? What? I don't understand. Isn't he supposed to be blue?
Yeah, in the filmations he's blue, but I think in the toy he was originally released as gray.
Oh, okay.
And in the original comic book he was gray. He was more scarier looking, like with the gray.
There were Hordaks in comics? I didn't realize that.
I think I can't remember what the reference of the gray is, but I think it's from the toy. They released it as gray, and eventually the cartoon was blue, and
To look that up, I have no idea about that. Yeah.
I just assumed he was always blue.
Yeah,
no, there's a gray version.
Yeah, that always looked right to me. The one that's like on the screen.
Yeah, it's on its web. Yeah. If you go on the MOTU website, you'll see the gray version. So
okay,
it's there.
MOTU. And
it's Mondo, everybody.
Mondo.
I didn't know. See, that's just repeating what he said. Mondo.
Yeah.
Mondu.com. Identity stolen. Damn it, Dom.
Mondu, yes.
And that company is known for having like you were saying, pretty decent quality figures for the price you were paying.
Yeah, I think for the 160. Granted, I think 200. It's still like the Man of Arms. It looks really good. Like I just recently got him from BBTS. That was in the box that I got from Brian. So it was like I said, they definitely have a shitload of accessories with them. So it's like they don't skip out on accessories. They have a crap load of accessories with these things. But like at 160, it was a bargain. Like
you're right. Yeah.
Like when you're buying Mythic Legions for $35, it's a bargain at $35. $50, I would pay $50 for them at BBTS, but like when you're buying them at $35, it's a bargain. Like
tell them that. Don't tell them. They're probably watching and listening.
But they did show they also showed off some of the Revelation figures that they're coming out with. Next wave of Revelation figures. So they do a nice Gary might be right. This show might have started small, but where it grew to, they do. These vendors really supported this show, and they do a really good job.
Yeah, I love that. The brand is like pop. Like it has such a comeback now that it's even supporting its own convention like that. Like
yeah. So these are the Revelation figures that Mattel is doing that are hitting retail stores. The first wave was He-Man, Skeletor, Evil Lyn, and Moss Man.
What was the consensus with those Revelation figures? Like I saw a couple of these when I was visiting the family. Like I went to like the Walmart and the Target, so I saw a couple of these on the shelves. They looked okay. Like I like the size of them, but are they decent? Are they pretty decent figures?
Yeah.
So
Sorry, go by.
yeah, I was just gonna say I got to mess with some at JD's house. So I'll tell you that He-Man, the face sculpt just looks terrible.
Yeah.
But I've got the Evil in here. Jeez, what am I saying? I got messed with them at JD's house. I did that, but I got the Evil in sitting here, and they're $25 toys, man, and they're pretty good. They're actually really good. As long as the sculpts are correct, I guess. But from what I understand, like the Moss Man, people felt like it could have used a little more tender love and care in the paint department. But other than that, I mean, the stuff looks pretty good for the price point. A lot of people who are collecting this line are the people that don't want to spend $100 a figure for the old classics and chasing those down. So, I mean, it's a good compromise, but I could see like a $50 figure like being that nice sweet spot.
Plus, it's at brick and mortar for a lot of people to hunt, and it's not an exclusive any particular retailer, I think. And
that looks cool.
Yeah, so this is King Grayskull.
Yep.
This thing is actually like really cool.
Yeah, it looks dope. Just at first glance, right there. Then the slide before that was a classics Tila.
Yeah, so this is Tila before she went all
crazy. Oh, okay. Okay.
Before she got angry.
Yeah, I was like, that's not how I remember her looking in the show.
Just happy Tila.
Yeah.
Happy Tila. Okay.
When the world was perfect in her eyes.
The world was perfect. She just became nominated Captain of the Guard or whatever.
New Man at Arms. She's at it.
That's before the lies.
Gotta go back.
Before the lies were revealed. That was it. He-Man Revelations of Lies.
I think these these figures are good, I think, but like the interesting in where they're going to go with this line, because it is a it's a masterverse, so it's after they finish doing all the like something like this is like this is where they're going to go in the future with this line, and then they're going to offer other classic versions or variants of these characters, and I think that's where they're going to shine more than just the Revelation characters that they put out for this Kevin Smith movie.
So I mean step up the paint game, because the articulation's there, the sculpt is there. Just put a nicer finish on these. Like it's almost like carbonize them or something like that, or how it was
dirty them up a little bit.
the Hasbro Takara Jose as an analogy, like with that premium, what they call it, the deluxe paint job on the Siege figures or whatever the heck they call it. Like do that, man. And but like see this right here, this isn't from the show. This is like from some lore or a comic, or I'm sorry MOTU fans that I don't know, but stuff like this is mythic to me, like as far as the homage concept that the Mythics line does for He-Man and Skeletor. So they're kind of getting into that market as well, so it's kind of,
I think that's that's
cool.
what appeals me to this line, because I would like to see what happens or where they go when Revelation is kind of done with, like they've done all the characters in Revelation, and now they're going to go forward and what they're going to do.
It's just G1 enough,
It's
G1 enough. Jose, did you watch this show yet?
Yeah, I saw. I got more. Like I think the 4th episode. I didn't finish it. Yeah, so I gotta finish it.
Like they turned Cyclops here into, or Triclops, pardon me.
Triclops,
into this like religious zealot guy, which I just thought I loved it. It was so great. And like when you get this figure, this is the deluxe. You can take this whole garb off of him and put him in his regular like G1 outfit, type of stuff.
Oh, nice.
And but yeah, I think I'm in for this one, because this guy's cracked me the hell up, man. Worshipping the almighty mainframe or whatever the heck it was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it
Stinkor
looks
looks good. Like Stinkor looks like a nice classic Stinkor there.
Yeah.
And
it does look good. I think they look good enough. Like even if maybe the paint jobs aren't the best, but if they're just $25 like normal retail, like then I get it, and it looks like they're putting out a lot. So I feel like get in on these now. Like if you even have an inkling, because I'm sure a lot of these are gonna wind up being hard to find, eventually.
Yeah, most likely.
Probably.
I mean, I don't know what the shelf life of these are. I mean, these show. I mean, it's a show that you binge in a day,
Yeah.
right? And then they got another wave of episodes coming. But I mean, these characters in here, like Stinkor, what do you have? I don't know, 2 minutes of screen time. I mean, this is all
Maybe,
nostalgic
right,
here.
yeah.
Like $25 for. I, they can't say this is for kids' toys, right? I don't care what ages 4 and up or whatever the heck it says on the box, right? This is for collectors of nostalgia. So, I kind of agree with you. I was like, dude, raise that price point up to $30 or whatever. I mean, I know if you look at the semantics of retail, it's like, no, these SKUs got to be 25 or less or something like that or whatever. But it's like, dude, just up the price a little bit and
Yeah, put more paint on this. Yeah,
give it a
that
little
paint.
more love,
Yeah.
little bit more.
Because
love,
like sculpting, the articulation is there with these
Yeah.
figures. It's just like he said. I know I had a conversation with him. I think that I would spend another $5 just to them to throw some more, some nice paint on them, and they'll be perfect.
Yeah,
And a lot of customized. Like I know Jason even customized a couple of these already, and then he just added paint, and they look really fucking good. They really look good. So.
but it's like, I mean, and like you said, you jump on it, man, because if you're a He-Man fan and this is the scale that you want to collect and you don't want to break the bank on the old classic stuff, this stuff even poses better than the old classic stuff. It's it's just not such a it's a little further off in the homage department, but it's like, dude, we're running out of time. When's the next time is a line in this scale gonna come out for MOTU again? It's like, dude, it's not gonna happen, dude.
Just put it in perspective, you got a Scareglow and a Fisto right there in the bottom right hand corner, right? The classic versions of those two figures go for 400 plus each.
Wow.
Well, and look at the variety of figures that's there. Same thing.
Mhm.
Like that's like 2 years worth of the Maddie Collector subscription. That was one character a month at first.
No.
Before that picked up some steam. So they're pumping out a lot of variety too.
Yeah.
And
So
then again, who knows how long these will be available, and if they keep supporting it. Like, is the Revelations thing? Is there any indication that they're gonna continue that storyline beyond those 10 episodes or whatever?
Nope.
So no, but they've got this kind of thing going on.
Saw this.
Yeah. So if you look at this,
Hey guys, I hate to cut it off, but I got to bounce out.
all right.
Okay.
But I will talk to you guys soon. Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Dude. Thanks for
Okay.
hanging
Awesome,
out.
man. I'll talk to you guys.
So they got this going on, Jose. You got a Revelation box. God, I can't see this. Princess of Power.
Princess of Power.
You got
Eternia.
New Eternia and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So I mean, this is Revelation He-Man. So that's the one we got in the show. But like, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe He-Man, like, I think this might be the one. This might be the one. People are like, "What's this? I need to know what that is." Like that could be the one.
Look at the logo. Is that logo the one when they went into space? Is that the Space He-Man one?
This one here?
No, the
I
other
think
one.
that
one.
that more looks like the more classic.
That's the
look.
classic logo?
Yeah, the classic logo.
Well,
Okay.
it's jazzed up a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
it's a little jazzed up. Yeah.
but this is what what it was named: He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So.
Yeah,
So
that
like,
might be the
so
original
when
classic version.
when you're talking about a Masterverse, so in the Masterverse you have these four lines. Right now they have been producing Revelation, so it'd be interesting to see what these other 3 lines or 3 subcategories are in this Masterverse.
Oh no, we were wrong. I should be looking at the chat. I should be looking at the chat. No, that's no. This is not the one, people. This is not it.
That's not
No,
the one.
no. That's
Oh, so the E is saying that the Masters of the Universe is based off of the second Netflix show that's coming out for kids,
Yeah, that kitty one. Look, there it is.
Oh
There.
no.
which is
Yeah, it's
looking good.
this.
Like, yeah.
Oh shit. That is not the
Oh
one. That is
no, this is
not the
not
one.
not. It's not it. This is
These
not
ain't
the
the
one.
ones. These ain't the ones.
Yeah, so
Oh.
that's the thing. Like, it's see what happens. Like, I think more and getting this, getting more popularity. Just like Joe's. Like, the more popularity it's getting, and the more exposure it's getting, the better it is because the more they'll do. So if we buy it all and it's
Everybody,
selling out on stores,
everybody's like, Brink, pay
Kitty line
attention.
Brink.
No, that's not it.
The kitty line. And then New Eternia, so that's that. I guess
Yeah,
that is
these are
original
concepts.
character designs inspired by classic MOTU concepts.
there you go. That's the line. I
Okay.
think it's going to get interesting.
So that's interesting because then they could take liberties there, like I guess give you somewhat of the classic look, but just give you a little something different. And look, it looks like you still got the original heads coming with those two, so it's like there's almost like no danger. You're still getting like a He-Man and a Skeletor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's new.
looks
It's
a
like I
little
said.
bit more
I'm
packaged.
excited. I'm excited, and at a $25 price point, perfect.
Yeah, you can't go wrong, man. This is it's like me buying chugs, bro. That's why it's like I don't mind because they're fucking $20, $30, like no big fucking deal.
Yeah, and then at the show, they also have Tweeterhead has been putting out some statues for MOTU as well, and
That looks animated almost. Is
yeah,
that
the Tweeterhead statue for Hordak. Yeah, they did obviously a blue version where they did a gray version before. So for Brian that doesn't know, yes, there is a gray and a blue version and then a gray version, and then they teased they teased a merman, they teased about
that looks
yeah.
sick. That looks sick.
These are nice statues.
And now
Very
these are
nice
statues, right?
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy.
That's trap jaw. So they're beautiful statues, very detailed.
Yeah.
They
Love the
range
realistic look.
between $550 to $600. So, but they're definitely a good. If you want that little higher end, and you want some statues for your MOTU collection, they're definitely the company that's putting out some beautiful statues for MOTU.
Like I said, I could never get Battle Cat posed properly where he didn't look like a cat, like playing with a ball in the air. So I need to take a picture of this and see if I can't get my Battle Cat into that pose. Oh,
So,
yeah.
it looks like a great convention. Like I said, you got vendors out there sporting the new stuff. You got vendors out there selling the current stuff, and I'm sure they got a shitload of cosplay going on.
Yeah.
So
That merman right
so
there.
it seems
looks
like a very
crazy.
if you love MOTU, man, this is the show for you.
Yeah, I was looking to see maybe I don't see it here, but MOTU Constructs, they had some stuff as well.
Snake Mountain, they're doing a Snake Mountain.
Yeah, so they didn't have Snake Mountain at the show, but they had a video online, and they basically had a whole bunch of Lego or Mega Constructs, pardon me, and it was all the wrong color, but they basically built the castles. Like, here's what it would look like, and so looks like that's coming, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then they teased a Roboto with a clear chest, which I was really kind of curious how they do it in that little tiny scale. But so we're running kind of late, and
Should probably
And
save
our
that
friends
up.
from our Four Horsemen friends also attend the show, and
yes, that was the segue. Yeah, so
they have us, obviously selling Mythic Legions, and they then showed off their Cosmic
Yes.
Legions that they had
Cosmic
at the show.
Legions.
So
As if you guys weren't in deep enough. As if you guys weren't in deep enough. Look
if
at
there
this.
wasn't another rabbit hole just next door, right next to you, here's another one.
yeah.
Oh no, Cosmic Legions now. These
But
are crazy.
yeah, I was hoping JD would be able to join us, but he wasn't able to make it. He's he's working late, and so we've adjusted our Tuesday schedules. So
Yeah, I really would like to hear
no
GD.
fault on his end. But you know, we are kind of over time. We could revisit this
Yeah.
next week.
We definitely
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
We definitely, because
We
I like
should.
to hear, I like to hear Dave's too and JD's on their perspective of the line and what they like
Absolutely.
about it and everything like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah. We get the
But
full blown crew here for that.
I will. Let's just do one little thing about it. No. This one. That's the one.
Oh, nice.
So this is from the Source Horseman website, put together by the ever diligent Jeremy Gerard. I like to refer to him in my private circle, which is just me, as the fifth horseman. But anyway, the guy, I tell you, if you wanted if you wanted somebody, I can't think of the word. I don't want to say like a ringleader, but like a
Cheerleader?
color man, a cheerleader,
Yeah.
like a commentator, a color man,
Yeah.
like a
Hype man.
dude,
Hype
a
man.
hype man. Thank
There you
you.
go.
It's like that's a man. That's a man you want in your corner. He's Gaga for Mythic, man, and he's doing the Lord's work. He's got a channel, Mythic Customs on Wednesdays. Watch that, then watch Shelf Gravy and Figure Banging afterwards. Good stuff. But anyway, no, I'm sorry. I don't mean to put Jeremy on a pedestal, but I love this goddamn website. It's just, considering where it was before we got involved, it's just great. But anyway, on to the story of Cosmic Legions. So, brand new line from the Four Horsemen, and they start fleshing out the world and the lore and all that other stuff. So, you know, you got this Cosmarium, a birthplace of planets and stars and even life itself. So, hey, it's like it's a whole nother universe. It's not even in our universe. But I mean, dude, innermost circle, the whole all these. Look at this. We need a dictionary or an encyclopedia, you know, to look all this stuff up, man. Oh my goodness gracious.
SAP words.
See, but I love when they put some thought into that and put out actual backstory, because I mean, I feel like for an original IP and an original property, something like that helps. It could help anybody, you know, get into it and then kind of spin storylines off on their own if you want to do that, like, you know, it gives you a starting point. So that's dope.
Exactly. But you know, it's just like any line that we started as a kid, any kind of cartoon that you started watching. You know, there is a lore behind it, and you kind of learn about it and all that other stuff. And obviously, I mean, you can go by the Star Wars movies that you've seen, but the world is just so much more expansive when you start getting into the stuff that's out there that's really fleshed out. I mean, even like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. I mean, what you see in the movies,
not all of it.
is just scratching the surface. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, go to this website, read this, and I mean, it's really smart thing to do for them to put this, because it kind of gets you excited. Like, what is all this? And basically, this current wave is. See, the website's running slow. I sent everybody to it. I just drove all the traffic to the Source Horseman. Is called. Come on. Maybe I have too many windows open. That's a possibility. Boom! See, I broke it.
He's stressing it. Stressing it out.
Here, let me free up some RAM over here.
There you go.
Yeah, Eric did mention that like this pre-order is it's going to take a while for to get these figures. This is not like it's going to come out next year. So
whatchamacallit? The blah blah blah. What was I saying? Yes. So basically, pre-orders up for 6 weeks, starting last Friday, and production time is 12 to 18 months. They said. So that's basically getting them slotted and made, and I think that includes getting them over here. But then once they get them here, then they got to ship them out. and all that other stuff too.
takes-
So that can take a while as well. So yeah, you're looking at a
23.
hey man, hey, well look, buying these, go for the all-in.
Yes.
It's like an investment. In 2 years, you'll be able to double your money.
Yeah. It'll pass,
but
man. It's the 2 years will pass. Like it seems like a long time, but it's like
Yeah.
it'll be over before you know it.
Oh yeah, there'd be so much more good stuff coming in within those that year.
Yeah,
So
exactly. You're not even gonna be thinking about it. You know.
Yeah.
yeah, so what I wanted to do was go over to the I wanted to go to the oh, you know what? Maybe that one particular page isn't there, but there's a I'm losing my words. You know, these beers are 16 ounces, not 12. Maybe that's why it's. But it's the the event is Cosmic Legion's Break Free, which means basically you've got these aliens and stuff that are basically breaking out of prison, and you've got this guy here who's the warden, and you've got these guys called Tusk, which again, to make it even cooler, it's not TUSK, it's TU5CC, right? Like it's an acronym for something. I don't know what the acronym is, but I'm sure we'll find out. But they're a faction of people, you know, kind of like the Belters from The Expanse, if you've watched that show, and they have engineers and sentries and all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's very, very expansive. They have hand packs for these as well, which is a really nice option for them to add, because mythics hold spears and staffs and swords, right? You only need one kind of hand, but these guys are holding guns and things, so you need to have like your trigger hands and your holding hands and your posing hands and whatnot. So very, very cool. But I wanted to go to that other page because they have this like weird name for the prison facility, and I wanted to kind of show that off, but I dare not try to pronounce it without reading it. Even while reading it, I dare not try to pronounce it, I think. But it was pretty wild stuff. They did a reveal video last Friday, and to hear these guys spit these names out, I'm just like, oh my god. And that was before we saw how they were spelled, and I was just like, geez, the Sphexians. Look at this, the Sphexian block commander. That's like one of these. That's one of these like bug guys. It's just cool. I'm really excited to see where this goes. They said they're just scratching the surface, so obviously 2 years, you know, to get the first wave in hand. But I'm sure within those next 2 years, we're going to see another pre-orders for waves and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
wave 2, wave 3, yeah.
So,
Nice.
I mean, these sentries here, like I'm tempted to just buy a dozen of these, and they're already like nice and gray or white or whatever. It's like if I want to start practicing painting, it's like
Yeah, you
these
could
are nice
paint the hell out
blank,
of those, yeah.
blank canvas, right? So yeah.
I'm looking, and
Anyway.
you got 10. They're showing you 10 figures off the bat right here, which I think is nothing to sneeze at either. So
There's actually 11. So
Yeah, they're
what's
missing one.
missing here? I got two guys, him.
I think the other warrior, like the other, isn't there another color of the white one?
There's a black and red one. It's called like a. I think it's the engineer, the Tusk engineer is not on there. So
Yeah.
so
So
that
it's
one's
11. It's
pretty
11
cool.
figures.
Yeah.
Like I think the all-in is $500. It's 11 figures plus some add-on accessory packs
Yep. Plus
So-
the weapons pack and the hand pack.
and the hand pack. So it's
Yep.
a good value. Believe me, it's a really really good value.
Yeah,
for what you
and the
get.
all-in is a discount than if you were to buy all of these individually.
Yes.
So there is some kind of
They're not. They're
incentive there.
yeah. It's a combo discount that you're getting.
You know what, too? If we go to the store, Horseman, where you buy this, they're doing this thing that we mentioned yesterday in ETR. They've passed the first level, and Jeremy might actually be updating the Source Horseman site now to actually show what this reveal was, because I've been busy today. I didn't get a chance to check.
Oh, so they're
yours.
doing stretch goals as well.
Well, it's
So
not necessarily stretch goals. It's just hey, here's some extra stuff that we're doing as we get further and further,
Gotcha,
right?
gotcha.
I guess you
Okay.
could call them goals, but it's just like, hey, here's some extra stuff. Because it's not really like it's not a Kickstarter because it's a pre-order. So, like they don't need to reach a certain amount to fund this. It's all they're making whatever people want. So, or as many people want.
Me to order, yeah.
Yeah, and of course the extras on
Of
top
course,
of
of
that
course,
as
of
well.
course.
What are drawing you in? It's like a tease for more to come
Yeah.
right there. So that's cool.
Well, one of the things I thought was interesting on Friday when they talked about this was, it's not like an extra figure or something like that, but like they might be one of those figures that we saw on the previous page. Like one of these goals might be like that particular figure gets a certain type of upgrade or something like that, like an extra accessory perhaps,
Extra
or
head,
something.
maybe perhaps extra head.
Which would then give you incentive to be like, oh, you know what? I didn't place an order for that one. All right, maybe I'm gonna go back and place an order. These guys are good, man. These
Or
guys
like,
are really good.
I only bought one of those figures. And,
Yeah. Oh yeah, now I need another
now I
one.
can buy another one.
Yeah, that's right. These guys, they got it on lock. They know what to do. They know the game.
They've
got
been
us.
around the playground a little bit.
That's right, man. They studied that psychology of the collector's mind, and I'm sure there's a white paper out there somewhere you just read. And be like, here's how you make money off people who buy toys. Like, okay, here's the formula.
You can find that. You can find it in the Barnes and Noble.
Let me see if this site's back. Let me see.
But yeah,
Hey, there we go.
It's like, you can't go wrong with their sculpts. Their paint jobs are immaculate on these figures. So like with Mythic, so I can only imagine it's going to apply to this. And it's for $40 a figure, man. You can't beat it.
Yep.
Can't go wrong. Yeah,
Yeah,
can't go
beat
wrong.
it.
So this is called Havelkatar. Havelkatar is the. That's not. I think the H is silent. I think it's Valkatar. It's Val. Yeah, man. Whew. You need to take a course.
I give
Valkatar.
kudos for
Valkatar.
whoever comes up with all this, this background, all the names, all the destinations, the planets.
I want the acid there on.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. It's just as a fuck. We're all getting fucked up, and we're coming up with names.
So here's that engineer I was talking about. Yeah, look at this thing. That's pretty cool. And and this is a builder, so
yep,
it's like $25, I think they're asking for these. But hey, now that the site's back and working again, let's take a look at if it's come back here, maybe, or maybe it's on. Oh, idiot! Let me go back. Did they? So here they have the counter too. I want to see if they have the. Maybe I don't know. It's not here yet. Maybe it's on the front page. Here we go. Unlock number 1. It is. I don't know what this is. It's a drawing. It's a cosmic.
Drawing.
Cosmic key.
Oh my God! Do you see that? So all right.
CL logo.
CL. Read this. We are excited to announce has been first off this coin. It's a coin. It's a coin that you get. So I guess.
Oh, so
credits.
If you place
credits.
the order, you don't have to do anything to receive a gift.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So you just got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is nice. Just an extra little item or whatever. So is that like an accessory for the figure, or like something that you can hold for yourself?
Probably like a pin,
Yeah.
Some type of like a dog tag type of thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool though.
Oh yeah.
Because it has a hole there. So.
Oh
Right.
yeah. That'd be cool though. It's something nice, something like original,
Yeah. But look at this. I didn't even notice this until now. But this circle, right? So we talked about the story here. Sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit. But they were talking about the innermost circle, the second, the third, the fourth. You see how they did
circles,
with the. I mean, come on. This is well thought out shit, man. This is wild stuff. I mean, these are people who sculpt plastic, but they got brains, man. It's not just art. They got
Hey, Brian, I think you're trying to knock off Jeremy's pedestal and
maybe.
put you as the number one hype man on this thing.
I tell you, stuff like this. I mean, if you really start thinking about the effort that goes into some of this stuff, it's pretty cool. Because sometimes you make assumptions like, oh, there's a company out there that that made He-Man or whatever, and it's like, oh, well, they're obviously way smarter than me. Of course they're going to come up with something like this. But, these are people that we talk to in a day-to-day, and we know what their kind of day-to-day job is. But it's like, no, there's onions, there's layers. There's onions, layers to the onion and stuff, So, I mean, it's really kind of, it's cool. I mean, it's good. It's all about the marketing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry.
Alrighty, well, that's awesome. We'll get into it once the other guys are on and stuff, because I know that's something we could really dig our teeth into. So, but thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Really appreciate it. Just want to say shout out to everybody that was hanging out with us in the chat. Really appreciate you guys as well. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll be back next week. And we'll get that conversation on and popping. So let's go around the yard, get some where you at. So we'll call it a night. And I don't know. I guess maybe we'll throw the link out if anybody wants to join us, hang out for a little bit. Brink, I'll start with you, bro. Let them know.
At Brink Elijah on Instagram. Tune in. Click on the Realm Facebook group and watch me just post pictures of primes in truck mode with trailers, because
Yes.
every prime deserves a trailer. Yeah, tune in tomorrow night. I believe it is gravy time on its regularly scheduled day. Last week was a bonus gravy. Now we have regular gravy, where Jakey might be finishing up that piece he's been working on for the last 3 shows. So we'll see. But yeah, tune into that. And hey, look, man, you guys, if you have chimneys, you gotta put something on them to keep those birds out. That's my PSA.
Cover them chimneys.
Tweet.
All right, Dom. Let them know.
You can find me on the Facebook groups, Dominic Rosso, here Tuesday nights, and just chilling. Can't wait for some, fall conventions coming up, and hope to see you guys there. And I'll have some fun. Hang out, kick it a little bit, and talk toys, talk life, and have a few drinks as we were doing it.
Yes, sir. See, now you just brought that up. I did want to mention it earlier. RetroCon, I think, is coming up.
Mhm.
It's not this weekend. It's next weekend, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
It's weekend of the 25th. So, yeah, that's taking place in PA. So, Cybertronic Spree are going to be performing. That's kind of like a traditional thing that they perform at that event. So, I think tickets are going to be limited. So if you want to go to that event, I'd buy your ticket now. Just check out that website. And I know a couple of people from the realm. Brian, you're going to be there. Dom, are you going to RetroCon?
Unfortunately, I cannot make it to RetroCon.
You're not making it to RetroCon.
Yeah, I got other prior responsibilities. So.
Yeah, so I bought a ticket for the Cybertronic Spree, but I'm not sure if I'm going to the show. But I did it just in case. So I'm gonna look up some rentals and see, because I always wanted to check out RetroCon.
But the venue that they do the concert is a lovely, like it's like a Dave and Buster type feel venue.
Oh,
so,
nice.
You definitely could, like, after the show, hang out there for a while and get drinks and play pool. I think they have a pool hall, full like they have everything. Video, like an arcade center. They have, I think, a bowling alley that's there. I saw. So it's a really, really nice place.
All right, sweet.
And they are reducing capacity for the Cybertronic Spree concert.
The concert. Yeah.
So go to the RetroCon Facebook page to get that link to buy the ticket if you're even thinking about going, I guess. And for those of you in other parts of the country who had expectations to see the Cybertronic Spree, it seems that they have gotten their paperwork in order and they will be able to cross the border to the U.S. So they're going to be able to meet the rest of the dates for the end of the year, it looks like. So that's a good thing for everybody else who had that on their agenda to see sometime this year. So it's good.
Yeah.
It's a fun show. If they're in your area, go watch it. I mean,
they kill it. They're great performers.
I mean,
Yeah.
might be an
Granted,
hour
they're-
long. It's not going to take up your whole night. Just go. It's fun.
Granted, they're dressed up as Transformers, but like they do kick in, they kill it with regards to the songs that they do, and they do have talent.
Yes, they have talent for sure.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll see if it's gonna be, logistically I can make it. So we'll see what happens. But as for myself, Hurricane BX all over social media, ETR every single Monday night, here on Tuesdays with these fine gentlemen. Once again, thank you to the chat squad for hanging out with us tonight. Look out for the link in the Realm of Collectors Facebook group. And don't forget to check out the rest of the shows on the Cool Table Network. You can find that page on Facebook. Check out other friends of the show, Nerds Have Spoken. They drop on Thursdays. Check out the Ladies of the Realm on the Total Package podcast. Check out Nerd Life Syndicate right here on this channel, Friday nights, 9 p.m. And yeah. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. Take care, stay safe, and peace out.
Scroll.
Say, yeah, and say toodles for JD. Toodles.
Turtles.
Say it with me now. Round.